go to the gym, get healthy, because in the end, the only thing you have in your health is your health. If you have all the money in the world and yet you don't have your health, you're on your deathbed, what's the money going to do? Hopefully repair you, but maybe not. So I love exercising, love lifting weights, and in the end, I mean, if I motivate just one person, if I motivate you to go to the gym, because I do it 5 days a week, if there's anything you can count on me, it's to be going to the gym 5 days a week. And if you had told me when I was, I don't know, in high school, hey, do you know you're gonna be going to the gym 5 days a week when you're and not going to work? I'd be like, you're crazy. Of course I have to work. Nope, don't have to work. Don't have to work because I have real estate that makes me money without working. So now I could just go to the gym 5 days a week. But I'm so pumped for tomorrow. I'm doing a heavy 1 rep. It's not a max, but just a heavy 1 rep tomorrow. And then next week on Saturday, I'm gonna do next Saturday. So a week from tomorrow, I'll be doing a max day, which if you're playing a sport, let's say you're playing baseball and you're practicing, constantly practicing, and then week after week, year after year, month after month, said it a little backwards, week after month after year, but you're never actually playing a game. You're just practicing. Well, the 1 rep, that's like you're actually playing in the game. Oh, it's so much fun. So tomorrow, heavy 1 rep, not a max, I'm just gonna go heavy. So then next week, it's gonna be preparation, which a little bit less weight. Wednesday's gonna get a little heavy, but you try to get your body, central nervous system, ready to actually do a 1 rep max. So my goal, love to be able to hit 275 on my snatch. If I get at 275 on my snatch, that'll be 5 pounds over my current max, which I think I did in September. Be 5 pounds, I mean just 5 pounds, but hey, like 275 is for me, it's like that's been a barrier I've not been able to get to. 270, I've hit it twice now. 275 on snatch, I can't. Hopefully until this Saturday or next Saturday, I'll be able to do it. But then clean and jerk, 325 I've done. Well, I'm just gonna try to get back to 325. If I can get higher than that, praise the Lord. If I can get 330, that'd be awesome. But it's basically competing against your old self. That's what I love. Why I love Olympic lifting, or just lifting in general. You're like, what did I do last time? Oh, I can beat that. Or I'm gonna try to beat that. So this is my warm-up. I do this warm-up every time I lift. Now I've already did other warm-ups, like I did pull-ups, a couple sets of pull-ups, push-ups, air squats, GHD sit-ups, so I've already done all those. That's just to get the blood flowing. This is to get my body ready to get into the Olympic lifting position. But how many other people go to the gym 5 days a week? Do you go to the gym 5 days a week? Not saying you should. I just know the more I go to the gym, the less sore I feel, and the stronger I get, the better I feel. My body gets better and better. So the more I go to the gym, the better. Now, you might be thinking, well, Dustin, you don't have a job. You're independently wealthy, meaning you don't have to work for somebody else to get money. Like, yeah. Do you think I started going to the gym 5 days a week when I got here? Then I would not have developed the discipline. I was actually working in a dead-end JOB for a local county government. A lot of people know me. I worked in California, local county government. Terrible job. And when I say terrible, people were fine. It's a job. But I am such a driven guy that even one of the guys that was on the interview panel, that when I was hired, he said, man, I don't know why this guy's applying here. And this was many years ago. I don't know why he's applying here. Like he's so much more driven and like has so much more. But I was just following the path that other people told me. You know the path. Go to school, get good grades, get in tens of $20,000+ in debt, you go to college, then get a degree, get a piece of paper. Oh, this is a little heavy. So I'm supposed to get to a heavy 2-rep, or heavy double is what I'm supposed to do. So I want to start a little bit lower because tomorrow's the 1-rep. But anyways, I'm following the exact same plan. So I get the most stable, secure job I could ever think of. Yeah, I'm starting really low just to get my body the reps in, but not taxing my system. So tomorrow's the heavy 1-rep. Anyways, I get the most stable, secure job I could ever think of, working for a local county government doing technology in California. You know, government's not going away, technology's not going away, California's not going away. So I'm doing the exact same plan that somebody else told me, but I was so driven that I was investing at the same time. Eventually got out, but getting back to the point, do you think I waited until I was actually successfully unemployed before just doing a muscle snatch, before I started going to the gym 5 days a week? Nope. In fact, it was while I had my job, J-O-B. Who knows what J-O-B stands for? Leave me a comment. I've said it many times, so hopefully you remember. What does J-O-B stand for? Not bad. But I'm working at J-O-B, living just over broke. But I would go to the gym 5 days a week because I knew I needed to develop the discipline now so I would have it in the future. Here was my schedule. My schedule, wake up at 4:30 in the morning, every morning, go to the gym, go to a CrossFit gym, work out for an hour, take a shower, go to my business by 7 o'clock. My business by 7 o'clock, open it up, get the employees going, cash registers and all that good stuff. Then I go to my J-O-B, work there for 8, 9, 10 hours, go back to my business, close it down, then get home at 6, 7 o'clock at night, then eat dinner, kiss wife and kids goodnight, and then go to bed, and then do it all again. 5 days a week I did it. You want to know why? I think you know why. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I saw that by the time I become financially independent, and this path is going to take me down the path to financial independence. For me, it was investing in real estate. Doing that, I knew delayed gratification would pay off. Okay, I'm gonna do a double. We're just gonna do a muscle snatch. So this is just really getting your body moving. But I started investing in real estate, buying one property at a time. 2006. Eventually I had enough properties I didn't need to work anymore. 30 some properties, all making me cash flow.
That was my toe.
Trying to wake you up. But yeah, so getting back to my whole point, I didn't wait until I had money and didn't have to work to start working out 5 days a week. It was actually at the busiest, worst time in my life that I started working out. That got me the discipline. Oh, man, I gotta hit one full. So this is only 115, which is, it's light, which is fine. But just trying to get the body limbered up because I've been pretty beat up recently. So I'm supposed to get to 60% double. So 60% 2 times probably will keep you out. And like I said, this is really just get the blood flowing. Don't want to lift heavy because tomorrow's going to be a heavy 1 rep. today's just going to be a day to get the body moving, get the blood moving, flowing, so that I will be able to tomorrow hopefully be at a higher capacity than I am now. Be able to hit more. All right, a couple muscle snatch, a couple power, a couple full. This is still, well, for me, relatively light. I'm going to try to get 275 tomorrow. This is only 135, so I guess half of what I would normally be able to get. All right. So if you guys were watching on Wednesday with day 68, that was terrible. I couldn't even lift. Body's falling apart. Today's feeling better. I know I've been pushing it hard. It's called a muscle snatch. You're not supposed to dip. You're not supposed to use your hips. You're not supposed to really just use strict muscle all the way up, so that you don't use this technique to do heavy weight. So, those 2 muscle snatches. And yeah, so right now I'm preparing for tomorrow is the 1 rep max. All right, so we'll do a power here and then a full. The reason why I want to do power is just to get the bar high, get my hands keep moving up. Like, you don't want to stop. Like, tendency is to get to here, then drop. No, you want to keep your hands, keep the momentum going. So try to pull it as high as possible. Then that translates into your full. Got a little far, like I almost had to rock backwards. That was weird. Oh well, okay, so like I said, this is a heavy 2 rep, heavy double. Tomorrow, can't wait. Tomorrow is going to be heavy 1 rep, super pumped. Can't wait. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to get 165, so do 2 more at 155, and then I'll do 2 at 165. And yes, this is just getting that body moving. Getting more used to lifting position. And I'm going to use a clamp just because these start moving a little bit. And being a 165 double, I literally could just do 135, 165, and just do a double and knock it out. That's not the point. The point is to get your body in the position, getting your joints loosened up, getting your central nervous system ready to basically feeling like it's going to fight. Like it's going to, oh, we're going to work really hard. But then you give it a break and you don't go any heavier. That way, your body's like, whew, I can rest. Let me recover now. All right. So I won't do a muscle snatch. We'll just do a couple, we'll just do 2. One power, high, and then 1 full. Only 155. Not terrible. That was good. Good, could be better, but take what we can get. After Wednesday, oh my goodness, don't go back and watch yesterday's or the last video. That was just, I could not move. A little forward on it, but it's okay. Okay, I need 5s. They never have 5s over here. I think the people that work here take weights off of here, these single, or the racks, they take off these little change plates and they run off with them. So you gotta find them. Especially the 2.5s. There's only like 2 in the whole gym. So I gotta grab a towel. Sweating a little bit. No towels over there. I gotta walk all the way over here now. Grab some towels. But I can't wait for tomorrow. Praying my body feels good so that I can hit the 1 rep, heavy 1 rep. So yeah, today is a very light double, which means 2 reps. Very light. It's just getting the body moving. All right, here we go. Let's see, what do we got? We got, whoop, I'm sorry, excuse me. Came out of nowhere, lady. You're a fast walker. Almost hit her with a towel. Ooh, this guy's so strong. The guy a couple stalls down, or what, racks down, platforms down. He's doing 405 pause squats. That's just ridiculous. He needs to be stopped. I'm just kidding. That's remarkable. I mean, I can hit 405, but pausing multiple reps, it's just. Most people don't even squat, do a back squat, let alone pause squats, let alone that much weight. That's super impressive. He's definitely stronger than I am. All right, here we go. What is this? 165. We'll just do a double. I'm not doing a hook grip. I'm just using no hook. Save my hands. My hands start tearing up when I use hook grip, so I'm saving it for tomorrow. Power. I'd like it to be a little higher, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna do a full snatch. Full snatch. Pick up those feet. You'll see notice my goal right now is gonna be to pick up my feet to smack them down, because I don't drop under the bar. That's part of the technique. When you get heavier, it's harder to do. That was okay. Okay, so that was a heavy double on, what is that? Snatch 165. So tomorrow I'm gonna try, I'm praying. I mean, I got 270, when was it? Early January? I got 270. So I'm gonna try to hit 275. What is this gonna be? Ooh, March 1st. No. Yeah, next week. So tomorrow, February 28th, which is a little over a month since the last time I did a 1 rep. So we'll try it. All right, so this is just gonna be muscle cleans. Try to get my elbows up, but this is as far as they're going. I know what the problem is. My rotator cuffs are stiff. So we take this. You're supposed to, this is as far as, I'll turn sideways. This is as far as it wants to go, but you're supposed to get it further back. So I get the band, hold it right in my palm, not on my fingertips, but I hold it up like that. And then, there we go. Whew. I'll turn again. And then I try to get my arm out. Think about doing the splits. If you were gonna do the splits, would you just attempt to do a splits without training to do the splits? No, you wouldn't. You'd actually really hurt yourself. If you went right to doing a splits, if you went right to doing a splits, you'd tear something. You'd be hurting. But what you would do is little by little, you would get further and deeper. You try it, as far as you can, and then that split. The next day, you go a little bit further, just maybe even a quarter of an inch. Then the next day after that, you go a little bit further after that. Little by little every day. Eventually, one day, trust me, you would be able to do the splits. And I'm not one to say that I can do the splits, I just know people have. But that's the same thing here, is I'm trying to get my rotator cuff. See, that's better now. So that's better than it was, at least. That's better. Oh, I feel that. Okay, so we're We're gonna do the muscle snatch or muscle clean, which try not to use any hips or anything. It's just to get the body moving. So this is I'm just doing a 60% double. I'm gonna do one more. That was actually pretty good. I've literally never just done a muscle snatch to try to get my elbows up, or muscle clean just to get my elbows up. But since I didn't have to worry about the catch or anything, I could just get my elbows forward. Because what it is bringing the elbows around. So you go here, elbows around, fast. Okay, so I'm supposed to get to, what's 60% of 325? Does anybody know? I don't know. Well, 50% of 325 is what? 162? 162. And then you add on another, what, 10%, which is what, 332? I guess 205. Yeah, I have a weird way of doing math. So we'll get a 205 double. And I'm just, like I told you earlier, today is a day where all we're doing is just getting the body moving. And I liken it to, so let's say you're gonna go into battle. You're gonna go, into war. Your body's all adrenaline and pumped up and everything. You're all ready to go. But then all of a sudden you don't have to go to war. Then your body's so ready for it that it's like, oh my goodness, we don't have to go to war. Oh, now I can rest. Same thing. At least that's how I see it. When I get my body moving like this, like I can't just sit on the couch. If I sit on the couch, it's not going to respond. Yeah, I'm just doing muscle. But if you're moving around, your body can get limber, get in those positions. Your ligaments can stretch a little bit. And then instead of tearing it down, which is what you do when you lift heavy weights, you get a chance to not tear down. Then it repairs much faster. Supposed to get 205. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun day today, light day. Just literally just thinking about every little move, every little piece of technique. And so because that was light at 165, I wasn't really doing like, full clean. But now getting a 185, it's a little heavier. Not much. So I'll start moving a little bit more. I'll do a power clean and jerk, then a full clean. No, I just need to do full. What am I talking about? Stop being done. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing full, so. Excuse me, I'm gonna blow my nose. I bet, sorry, I folded it. Blew my nose, then folded it, then wiped my forehead. I didn't wipe my head with the booger spots. But it seems like my microphone's like right below me, so that sound's probably going right into the microphone of blowing the nose. All right, so I got some calluses I gotta trim off. All right, so this is 185. I'm gonna do a full clean and full jerk. Like, shoot, should I go low? I'm gonna do this because I was just doing a muscle clean on the first couple just to get that body moving. I want to get down and perform every weight in good technique, or as best as I can do. So I'm going to go down to 115, and it's really just warming up that whole thing. getting down into the clean position. All right, so this is only 115. Let's do a couple. We do doubles here, doubles all the way up to 205. All right, here we go. I'm not going to do hang or hook grip, just regular grip. Oh. Let me tell you what happened. That's so light. I haven't done that much weight or little weight I scraped my leg. It went straight up like it was going to be 200 pounds plus pounds. All right, let's do it. That was unexpected. There we go. I like doing squat jerk instead of split jerk. It's just how my body is. I could do it better. So what I'm doing right now is just focusing on the technique, doubles. So because I already did muscle snatch, or muscle clean and jerk, now goal is to do 2 at these lower weights, just to get my body feel like it's going to fight, and then let it recover. As you can tell, this is, at least for me, this is what, 40% of my 1 rep. Let's do it again. So this is going to be full clean, full jerk. We're going to focus on the technique the whole way. Probably should go lower in my squat jerk just to get in that position. All right, here we go. Trying to get technique the whole way up, weight-wise. That's okay. So, I guess I could consider this, and for you cardio nuts, you'd be like, no, it's not cardio. But I'm just trying to keep the heart rate up a little bit, not a lot. I'm not trying to do CrossFit here. But there's no need to rest because this is low weight, low reps. We're just getting the body moving, blood flowing. Pretty happy with a couple of those cleans. So let's hope it translates to tomorrow. And I'm talking about like the technique wise. If there's any part I need to work on, it's a clean catch. I'm not good at that. Getting those elbows around fast. There are some people that are amazing. I'm the slowest person in the world. I think, slowest person in the world. Everybody else has better clean catch. All right, let's do it. Remember, this is low weight, low reps. Just focus on the technique. Full, pick up those feet, big pull. Tomorrow, 1 rep, heavy 1 rep. Not necessarily max day, that's next Saturday. 1 rep means try, like, you're getting your body for the following week. Now, if I hit, PRs or personal records, then praise the Lord. The goal is to get the body ready so that next week, if you're doing a competition, that's kind of what you would be doing. Get ready today, lift heavy tomorrow, so that next Saturday you'd be competition. Not terrible, that's pretty good. All right, so I'm supposed to get to 205. I'm really glad my body's not feeling as terrible as it did on Wednesday. My goodness, don't go back and watch that. Those are days that you wish you weren't going live every day, 5 days a week for a year. explaining. You guys see how I lift. Every day is leg day. I'm going to say every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days a week. Every day's leg day. And then every day I do snatch up to at least 85%. And clean and jerk up to 85%. Sometimes, do that 3 or 4 times. Then everyday strict press. 5 days a week. I've been doing this since, I've been lifting for 10 years, but this program, it's an 8-week program. It's so intense that I do it once, 8 weeks, feels good. Then I'm like, oh, I could keep doing it, I feel great. And so I do it a second 8 weeks, I feel not as good. Then I'll do it another 8 weeks. I think I can still do it. This is my favorite. I can keep lifting. By the 4th time going through this 8-week program, my body's falling apart. So after next week's max day, next Saturday, after that I'll do my other programming that's like snatch snatch Monday, clean and jerk Tuesday, light snatches Wednesday. Anyways, you'll see. It's just much less wear on your body. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do 185. Good technique, all the way up, fast elbows. That was okay. We're gonna get good contact on the hips. I'm gonna bounce it up. That's what you wanna do. All right, so I got a couple more sets. That's 185. We're gonna go, and I'm gonna go right. No, I wanna get the lower weight more reps in. So it's 195, it's 185, now 195. 205 is the top weight. And when, I'm gonna try tomorrow to get 325, and then on clean and jerk, and then snatch, try to get 275. I'll be happy if I can get those. So today, breathe a little harder because I'm not resting as much. Sorry, I know this towel's gross. We make do with what we got. But today, it's all about just moving so that tomorrow your body's better. All right. Fast elbows. Fast elbows. No hook grip, just strict grip. So when it gets heavier, I'll drop lower on the jerk, which means I probably should do that now. Just keep getting that technique. A little forward, come on. There we go. A little better. So the goal on the jerk, that's where you put it over your head. It's not to push the weight as high as you can. Of course, that's part of it. Well, let me take that back. The whole goal of the jerk is to not push the weight up. The goal is to go under the weight, because once it gets heavier, you can't push it up nearly as high. So your goal is to drop under it, just like a snatch and clean jerk. When it cleans, when you do the snatch, you can only pick it up so high. Then you have to pick your feet up, plant it down. So if I'm doing a snatch here, and I want to pick my feet up, that wasn't good. So pick it up like that. It's hard without a bar. You get off balance. But your goal is to pull yourself under the bar fast. That's the goal. You can, gravity will help you drop faster to get the bar over your head. More so than gravity is not going to help you push it up. So you just get fast under the bar. Okay, double here, and then good technique. Good contact on the hips, pop that bar up, get the fast elbows. That's what I want. That is what I want. 205, double, no hook grip, just tight. Good contact on the hips. That was pretty good. See how my head came through? Love it. That's what I want. If I could do that on my jerks tomorrow, I'll be happy. And my snatch. Snatch, I usually catch it like, I do that, I need to be like that. Because then it gets the bar, instead of like this, like that, which more stability like that. Oh, sorry, gotta do one more. What am I thinking? Good technique. Big pull. Big pull, fast elbows. There we go. Not bad. Pretty good. Ooh. That was... I'm sweating a ton. I'm not taxed like, when I'm doing... I mean, this is only 60%. When I get to like 85, 90%, then my body's falling apart. Today, being just a double, heavy double, getting ready, not heavy, sorry, 60% double, because tomorrow is the 1 rep, heavy 1 rep. So it's not necessarily a max day. So what you do is you get ready for today, get your body, sorry, I just burped, get your body ready to lift heavy, but you're only doing doubles. Get your technique moving, get your body flowing, moving, so that tomorrow your body's awake, your body's alive, ready to lift, and then hopefully your strength is there with your central nervous system there. So tomorrow's 1 rep, and then, I can't wait till 1 rep. I'll probably wear my jorts. What do you guys think? No jorts? No, I always wear jorts. So, and then next Saturday, a week from today, tomorrow, a week, next Saturday, it's gonna be the max day. Can't wait, love those. It's like playing in a game. If you're always practicing but never competing, that's what it's like if you don't go do a max day. So I get to go compete. But thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the 1 rep live. See ya. Oh, I gotta turn you off too. All right, YouTube, thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you're